Hello, my name is Elliot, welcome back for another episode of 3 as Kingdom of Heaven. So, in previous episode, we managed to, I believe we took a little bit of ground in here. We're still being colonizing in Congo, although we cut off the Dutch colony at least, so that's good. And we could do a war against Congo soon, once we reduce the relations with them a little bit further, so we can take that one and start colonizing a bit further inland. Now, of course, right now, there's a kind of limit on how much we can actually colonize in here until we get some more techs. And the malaria prevention is pretty far on the tech tree, so we might actually have to focus on the society techs for a while. So that's or maybe just the society and military techs for a little while. In production is currently spreading the vacuum canning, which, you know, it's okay, but we don't really need it all that much yet. So we'll just focus on the other two categories for the time being then. Plus, we're pretty good in production techs right now anyway. Not the best, mind you, definitely good to be better. We're about to get the realism, so that's actually going to start increasing the amount of art we produce a lot, and that might give us quite a bit of prestige in the process. There we go, so that's extra 5% prestige from the get-go, and then we can go for the art academies. Let's actually close the military shipyards there. So we can put in the realistic art. It's going to increase the amount of paper we produce by 50%, but it's also going to give us another 23 fine art, which will be quite handy, and we could probably go with the bourgeoisie patronage, actually. This aristocrats more capitalists. So that way, we'll get a bit more, and I think we might become one of the leading producers in fine art soon enough. Or maybe not. We are one of the leading producers in rubber and liquor already. Oh, camera spreading. That's actually not a bad one either. Go ahead and cue that up. We can get the photographic art already. So even more art. How much do we produce total art now? We produce 119, I believe. Or some of this might be other... Yeah, there's some from others as well. But we do produce a lot. We're now number 4 producer. Okay. There's still quite a distance to Canada, mind you. Oh, there we go. The law is progressing further and further. Now, we're technically speaking at war. We're not actually doing anything in the war, mind you, because I don't think my troops are actually needed out there. Fleet maybe, but even then, probably not. We've still got a little bit... Oh, right, we are already 50 years into the playthrough. We still got a little bit of conquest to do in here. We'll probably take Tripolitania one way or the other. We might conquer that all for ourselves. Maybe. And of course, Congo will definitely need to do a bit of conquest in there. At some point, well, as soon as we are able to. And then start colonizing a bit further. But to be able to colonize a bit faster, we'll need to get the bureaucracy a bit higher, which is something that we are going to be working towards soon enough. Although it might take a while. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and move in one of these up to the top of the list. They will be done a bit faster, and then we'll be able to start increasing the institution level. We'll be getting quite a bit extra bureaucracy as well. We do also have a decent bit of authority still. But how long do we have whatever modifier that is giving us the reduction? Is not modified from there. Oh. Is it from you? Cruel. Oh, decree cost is reduced because of that. Okay. Well, how long is... okay, you're 71 years old? Okay. It's not exactly a young man, but the popes usually aren't, admittedly. So it looks like the Spanish are moving a bit of stuff through there. If we have a look at the journal entries, so path liberalism, we're not going to be doing that one. Urbanized Kingdom of Heaven. We do need to get some more stuff in the expand the rubber industry. We need to get to level 5 on rubber plantation. I think we could probably do that quite easily in here. It's already got an extra level there now, and of course since the Greek are already using our stuff, at least to some degree, we'll be able to at least make some profit from the rubber plantations. The Greek are making a lot of tools for the market, so that's good. Ooh, popular playwright. I think we're going to take the prestige, because that is going to get us closer to becoming a great power. We need to get 5 more prestige right now. And then we'll get the solidifying our position. Or alternatively, we need to get to 866 prestige total. An exile at the gates. A relatively lenient papal immigration system has long been attractive to those fleeing their home nations. Recently, Leopold Birnbaum, North German, okay, from Hanover, has petitioned to join the stream of people moving to Kingdom of Heaven. Sure. I don't mind that. So we're getting some more food industries in Abruzzo, which does have some sugar plantations already, so that's making it a little bit cheaper. Of course, glass is still a bit of an issue in our market. I could potentially reduce the porcelain production, but I suppose porcelain is also something that we can sell quite easily. Which I'm not going to increase any trade routes right now for that. But once we've got on the institution growing and building some more government administrations alongside with it, of course, then we can probably afford doing it. We're getting some more motor industry in Piedmont, which will be a level 5 soon enough. That'll probably be very profitable. I don't know if we want to... that wouldn't really be profitable right now. I'm guessing the coal price is... it's not too bad by the looks of it. There's definitely a bit of a demand for groceries still. Is there anything that we could... oh, we got a lot of liquor that we could sell. Right then. Yeah, we're number 2 producer in the world, I suppose. We've got so many grocery industries that all produce the max amount of liquor as well. So yeah, that makes sense. So, are we... we're not quite ready to declare war on Gujarat, are we? No, not yet. So we got truce until March next year. Okay. So then we can do another war. Have we gotten any further armies in Africa? Or is that just... oh, we've got the 4th Papal army without our general once again. Alright then. Well, let's go ahead and take the Petit Bourgeoisie candidate, I suppose. We've got the Ethiopian army at 15 battalions. I don't think it's gotten any... no, it's not gotten any new ones. But that's alright. And combined Papal Food Corporations losing prosperity. Oh no. Oh, so it... oh, hold on a minute. I kind of think I know why that is. We've got so much food industries right now that not all of them are prosperous. And that will... oh, actually, no. Okay, yeah, it's still losing every now and then. Crass's support for the law. Ooh. Venetia lower strats become more loyalist. Or lower strata pops in Venetia become more loyalist. I think we'll take the 20% success chance though. Well, actually no, we'll take the loyalist. The loyalist will stick around a little bit longer, and we've still got 42% chance of passing this. There's not really any chance of us losing too much in there. Or any significant chance at least. So we're still losing some of the prosperity. Can we now start increasing the institution? Yes, we can. The colonial affairs will start going up, and at this point I think it's time to start exporting some liquor. We've got so much of it. Sure, we'll export some to the Austrian market. We will get some more government administration sooner, so we can afford doing even more trade. And that might make sure that the company is then making a profit. The prosperity isn't really growing right now. I think it's... once it goes like above 10, I think that is when it starts to increase. And right now it's kind of in the middle section where it doesn't drop down or grow. I'm sure that now that we're exporting a bit of liquor, that will give us a pretty good amount of money. And we're also getting quite a bit of these... oh, right, so the wrap-up plantations are still underway. Let's have a look at the other journal entries. So, patronage realistic arts. Oh. 100% eligible buildings. Occupancy is greater than 90%, have realistic art. Ah, right, so it might be that there's not enough... like, I'm pretty sure that we did switch all of them to the realistic art. Yes, we did. Might not be enough workers in those then. But is the realistic... oh, art... okay, there's still a little bit of a shortage of it, so it's not too bad. But the local prices might not be the best in some areas. Oh, Pale Congo is having a bit of issues with the standard of living. Alright then. Oh, Benin obligation expiring. Could I do anything with that, really? I could absolve it. I would improve our relations further. But I mean, yeah, we don't necessarily need anything from them directly. We could potentially... oh, right, we could try to ban their slavery or something, but I don't think we really need to worry about that, quite frankly. We can just absolve it. At least they'll be very happy about it. There's 100 points right now. It won't go any higher than that, admittedly, but it is pretty good as it is. Oh, and right, the government administrator, right, so the government construction, rather, is running out of things to do, so what do we need more? Furniture seems to be one of them. Get another furniture manufacturer in our capital. I'm guessing we've got also... oh, for the most part, things are... oh, rising speech factor is the public. I'll take the 15% chance. Now we've got 57% chance. Oh, and Austria is exporting fabric to us. I suppose we could get some cotton plantations in places. Was it... right, our capital was one of the places where we put in the extra productivity for farmlands or agriculture. So repeaters has been researched. What is going to be starting spreading in the mill techniques? Tank rank machine gun. Oh, yes, please. There we go. That'll give us a bit better damage from our military. Meanwhile, we get the cameras, and I suppose the vacuum canning is... well, it's still spreading slowly. We might go for that soon enough, just to speed things up again. Maybe after that machine gun will get the vacuum canning going. So, we're still making money. We could definitely use a bit more coal. Because we got the coal mines already in heals. Get another 5 levels over there. And then I suppose glassworks, we definitely get another level in Lombardy to increase the glass production, because we need a lot of that. Of course, a huge chunk of that goes to the food industries. And actually, we have about as much demand for food industries as we have total production of glass. So yeah, there's that. Right, it's already July. I suppose it could be time to do a war against Gondar, or Gojram. So how much would it cost to... If we go for Amhara first, we already own part of it. It's 15 infamy either case. Okay, so it might be a good idea to just wait until the infamy has gone down all the way. It's currently at 5 per year, so it's basically next year we can probably start that war. And we can start the war, we can allow some of the infamy drop before we put in the second war goal, so that our infamy won't be too high. Ooh, expand the rubber industry completed. Rubber boom. Ooh, progress on vulcanization. Yes, please. I'll take that. So there's the realistic art. I don't know. So we've still got 71%. There's still got 8 years in this, to be fair, so we're not really in a hurry. But we do want to get that sooner or later. And how far are we from becoming a great power? We need 700 prestige now. Okay, so that is growing. Are we in the... No, we're not leading producer on most things, actually. Bit of a shame. I mean, we've got at least a few things here and there. Oh, property women. I wouldn't actually be opposed to that, mind you. But we got a law already being passed, so there's that. But I suppose, how much would that property women... So Roman Korea would very much oppose that. And so would civic nobility. So I think... Oh, there's the... Oh, there we go. FX over there. I do wonder. We've got wine. We could maybe go ahead and encourage exports. So if people want to import from us, we'll get... we won't actually get a whole much money from it. We're number 3 producer worldwide, actually, on wine. But who can make the profitability of that be higher by people importing from us? That would be nice. Oh, there we go. More birth rates through the Roman Korea now that they are back to the jolly good selves, I suppose. Is there any other trade routes? Let's actually have a look at the highlights. Oh, we've got some trade routes that aren't really profitable anymore. Like exported wine, I suppose. Yeah, we can remove that one. We could maybe remove the export of fine art and import of steel. We can drop that one. And let's have a look at the other stuff. So import demand, there's some, but what about good exports? Wine, we could export some to Austria, sure. Then maybe, I don't know, luxury clothing. We could export that to somewhere where we could export a lot, like Spain would be quite a bit. Or Jing would be well, it's actually not that much. We could export some to the British market, but the profitability is pretty low on there. So we'll start with Spain. Also get the luxury furniture to maybe the Austrian market. Mostly trying to select locations that we've got fairly good amount of trade with. Or like we can get a decent amount of trade through there. There we go. Still got belated bureaucracy, which of course is starting to be used in some of this. Did we get the local police force? No, dedicated police force, sorry. We haven't gotten that one yet. Petite bourgeoisie does support it. But there's no movement for it or anything like that, so we might not really be able to pass it yet. Still got the migration control, so I suppose there's probably at least a little bit people moving in. And standard of living seems to be growing, at least. Literacy rate is almost 55% now. Still got quite a bit of room for improvement there, mind you, but at least it's better than nothing. Do still have a little bit extra authority, which I suppose we could use for boosting some stuff for now. But of course, we will eventually have to get rid of these decrees. But let's get the resource industry over there back. And I guess we could get the agriculture in Abruzzo. And what do we have in... Actually, Sicily would be probably a good one for the resource industry as well. There we go. So that will improve the productions quite a bit. And also increase the GDP a decent bit. We're still number 6, but if we do have a look at the ledger... so we've got quite a distance to Russia. And then after that, it's going to be... but what about in prestige? Should we... Okay, we're slowly increasing in here. Although, actually, Prussia just overtook us there. Oh, that was a refresh, apparently, there. Right. How much do we still need for the solidifying position? So, we need to become a great power, and for that, we need another 25 prestige. For which we have not... Actually, we are number 3 producing fine art now. So, there's that. In rubber, we are... the second, so is liquor and cruises with number 3. Number 3 in wine and fish. Okay, so overall we're actually in pretty good shape, overall, all things considered. We are also making pretty good money. Market access in Venetia is lacking. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and build another railway there. That's not an issue. We could also probably build another port there just for more convoys, quite frankly. And I'm guessing the companies are actually fairly good to... Oh, yeah. Well, the food isn't that much more productive yet. I'm sure that once we get it to, like, above 10 productivity, and then it'll probably start making or increasing prosperity. Or maybe it needs to be above 50%, or above the global average, but even then it should be increasing. Or maybe it's something like above 12.5. If it's 7.5, it's roughly where it stops from going down. So I suppose it could be somewhere around 12.5 where it starts going up. Or it could just be the global average. Oh, rubber discovered in nitrogen. Oh, so there is rubber there. Seems most effective. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start building a whole lot of rubber plantations there. Oh yeah, we could have 10. We'll start with 2. We don't need to build all of them at once. But at least we got the option to build some more in there. And how long until we get the vulcanization? I suppose that hasn't started spreading yet. Vacuum canning is already spreading. We'll get the camera soon. So I suppose we should go to the society text. I wouldn't mind getting the identification documents for the extra taxation capacity, quite frankly. There's also so many other things in here that are quite useful. Like the civilizing mission would allow us to get the colonial affairs institution a bit higher level. Speaking of which, we are still colonizing over here in Congo. And our relations with Congo itself have gone down low enough so we can cancel that one. And I think it might be time to go ahead and do a quick little war against them. There's a lot of nations that could... Actually, no. Before we do the war against them, we are going to do a war against Gojam first. And that's going to take a lot of infamy. Or will take a lot of infamy. So we'll leave the influence right now just so that we can reduce the infamy slightly faster. But if we start with, I don't know, Amhara could be pretty decent against... as the primary war goal. So let's start that one. Go ahead and switch you to defend the front. Not going to activate you quite yet. But what we will activate is we'll go ahead and bring in this army, because it's not going to take a while to sail all the way around Africa. So we'll activate the army and start sending it towards the front line. It takes about 100 days to get in there. It will be a bit costly, but at the same time, then we will add the second war goal as well. They want to take Oromia back. They still got quite a bit of maneuvers available, so there's a chance that they will invite someone in. If they invite someone like Orsa or maybe Tigray in, that'd be fine. But I don't think they will. At least not outright. We'll wait until it's around here before we push for the second war goal. I mean, we can at least reduce the infamy at decent chunk before we get to that point. It'll be largely fine, and I think it might be soon time to raise the armies. They will have a decent sizable, or fairly sizable unit in, or army in there overall, but again, I don't think the troop quality, the troop quality is really horrible. Right, I think we are gonna mobilize this one and push it onto the front line. It'll be there very quickly. And then I think it might be time for us to push for the second war goal already. It might cause someone to join in. Now, since our infamy is a bit higher, at least the likelihood of someone joining in is higher now, but it is not 100%. And of course, during this war, we'll be able to reduce the infamy a decent bit already. Ooh, camera unlocked. There we go. More prestige. And solidifying our position completed. We are now a great power. Huzzah. Still need to do the colonization stuff. But now that we've got the camera, let's go ahead and... oh, do we have... Oh, unproductive trade. Okay, so that's no longer needed. That's not really making a profit. Yeah, no. We are still exporting some... or quite a bit of groceries to the Jing market. I'm actually going to hold on to that one right now. Not a lot of profit quite yet, but we can fix that later. Right, so we've got the cameras. I'm actually going to check the patronize realistic arts. So if we... yeah, we kind of want to get that one for now before we... oh, educated. What's this then? Oh, learn the game. Okay. Complete the learn the game objective. So it just basically become a great power, I guess, is the last stage there. Fair enough. I mean, we've still got to colonize the stage thing. Or colonize the state, not stage. But there we go. That's another achievement got. Oh, anarchism is spreading. Okay, let's go ahead and assign that. We'll increase the required standard of living quite a bit. So I suppose we'll be fine. And no one's going to be able to join into this war anymore. And our troops are almost to the front line. So the big army will be taking care of the attacking. And the smaller army will hold the front for in case they start attacking us. Or get a chance to attack us. but unlikely that they will. I suppose while we're fighting the war, we can let the private sector take over control of the construction, just so that we don't have to pay for the construction for a little while. Of course, we don't then have the control over it, what they're going to be building, but I think it's mostly fine. I'm not too worried about it, and there we go. We've got 2 battles. Both are clearly going to be victories. This one's a bit larger battle, but they're taking quite a bit losses there, and, well, I mean, we're taking some losses, but it's nothing comparatively. Raising concerns. Civil nobility have expressed their concern about government decision, clearly favoring the interests of the industrialists. They just need to accept that we cannot always please everyone. They are almost marginalized group at this point. I'm actually fine with it. I mean, losing some of the influence isn't great, but I'm fine if that happens. Or they become marginalized and all that. So, the war, I mean, we'll be taking a decent bit of land in here. Oh, and obligation with Greece expire. I'm just going to go ahead and... No, we'll form alliance with them. We could use the obligation. We kind of want to keep the Greeks in a good relations with us. We could maybe even help them fight against the Ottomans at some point. Because the Ottomans are not a major power yet. They're not a recognized nation. And thus won't be able to become a great power quite yet. It looks like the combats are going actually quite easily. I mean, we're taking a decent chunk of land already. It's just a matter of time before they kind of get pushed back all the way. I mean, battalion-wise, the numbers look equal. Except in, like, the manpower in the combat is... Oh, wow, we've got about a 4-to-1 at the start of the battle. Yeah, no, and plus the fact that we've got quite a bit higher quality troops. Yeah, this is going to be quite an easy victory. Now, to be fair, it's not a properly unified Ethiopia or anything like that yet either, so that gives a bit of a chance to expand. And that's going to be another expansion in there. So we're getting quite a bit of money while fighting. Of course, that's because we're taking all the investment pool money right now, but that's fine. The investment pool at least gets to build a lot of things. Or the private sector gets to build a lot of things, including a whole lot of factories. And it's not bad, necessarily. Because this one could be sent back to home already, so that's going to start saving us a lot of money. We'll still have the small army in here, just in case. But I suspect that they will probably take the peace deal soon. The war support is already going down, and they'll get a -18 almost per week, so it's probably going to be about a month before they're taking the peace deal, and at that point our infamy will be below 25 again. Although still, it's going to be relatively high. But that does mean that we've got another 2 nations in here. I suppose also we could... actually, we've reduced the relations with them already via the fact of starting a war. So there's that. Of course, we can't check how much it would be infamy cost to conquer these 2. But eventually we'll have all the states in here. I mean, we might need to do a war against Egypt to get Eritrea. And maybe, I don't know, C9 for the Suez Canal would be too bad. Oh, are they going to be willing to take the peace deal? They would be now. And there we are. Let's go ahead and set up the production methods. Amhara is already somewhat... So I think, just to be on the safe side, we'll redo both of these and just double check the dye plantations. Nope, that's fine. So I suppose... There's logging camps there. Is there going to be something discovered in here? Possibly, so it might actually be some rubber in Gondor. Right, so I'm just going to double check the dye plant... No, okay, so the dye plantation issue is not a thing anymore for us. That's good. And now it might be time to start constructing a whole lot more buildings. But what do we need? We need a whole lot more glass. So let's just go ahead and go through here. Industry, glass works, earnings... The Amelia would be pretty handy, although there's quite a few job seekers, but how many of those are actually unemployed? 17,000. Okay, get one in there. In Piedmont, there's a lot of peasants actually in there, so yeah, that's fine. How many in Amelia? There's not that many peasants. There's still some, mind you, but not too many. We'll get another few levels in Piedmont. That will be at least something. Then, is there anything else that we need desperately? We could use some more lead mines. Especially with this many new glassworks, it'll get a whole lot of lead mines in Lombardy. Okay, yeah, there's quite a few peasants in here still, so that should be fine. But there we are. We've gotten a decent bit more land, and our total population is almost 40 million, or almost 39 million, and close to 40 million, I suppose. The literary rate is a bit on the low side. Did we get any universities down here by chance? We did get 2 of them. Alright then, we do not have any art academy. Well, we've got 1 art academy over here, I suppose. Let me just double check the... Oh, war profiteering. We shall not be shamed for our good craftsmanship. Some pacifists requesting that we stop producing arms. We can't do that. Right, it's the Ethiopian army. Okay, yeah, the Ethiopian army has increased in size. I mean, okay, there's a lot of skirmish infantry that we've inherited from there. Fair enough, we could probably give this a promotion now. We've got also quite a bit of bureaucracy, which is very handy. And there's a whole lot of glass industries now underway. How's the porcelain situation? I assume that we are selling... Oh yeah, we've got quite a bit to sell. Who would we sell? Tunis? Jing market would be okay. A bit of convoys, but that would give us at least some money from there. How's the grocery situation? I suppose there's a bit of shortage, but it's not that bad. Is there anyone else that we could sell? No, there's not really good profits from that. Okay, we could encourage exports for the groceries, so maybe that will make the trade route... Oh yeah, there we go. That is a lot more profitable now. Of course, technically speaking, we're not getting that much revenue. Well, actually, we're not getting tariffs directly, I suppose. Revenue we're still getting. But the productivity of that trade route is a lot better now. So I'm guessing there might be also... Oh yeah, suddenly there's a whole lot more need for groceries, which will mean that the company over here will probably be a lot more profitable. At least productivity is now 10.0. The paper mills are definitely very profitable. I think the steel mills are not... Like I said, we can't do that one. Just gotta have a look at the companies that we could find once we get... Okay, so the grain society would be a possibility, but the productivity is a bit low. That wouldn't really be getting the boost in there. Is there anything... Okay, so the metals combined would require iron or lead mine to be level 10. Now, we are working on that already, so we could get that one. And that would be definitely profitable. The minerals is another one that we could get, and that would be also profitable. At least more or less enough. Can't do the United Venetia Home Good producers. We don't have the stuff in there. It would be profitable. And otherwise the textile producers, which would be... Oh, radicalism standard living decreases. Now that would be quite handy, actually. Huh. So what do we get? So we get the bureaucracy and birth rates right now from the companies that we have. Both quite handy, mind you. We've still got quite a bit of infamy, so we'll just let that drop downwards a little bit until we get more stuff in here. At least the Papal Congo is now increasing in size a little bit. The standard of living is still quite low on average there. We've got the dye plantation, which isn't... Well, it's profitable. It's not hugely profitable, but it is profitable. We don't have any transportation in here or urban centers or something like that. We might want to get... Well, we've got the port there, which provides enough infrastructure at least. But that's about it. Right, we're about to get the hand crank machine gun. That'll be good. And we've got some of the rubber plantations already being built in here. They're not hugely profitable, mind you. Is there... There's a little bit of transportation available, so we could maybe go ahead and put that in here. Into use, so that will provide us with maybe a little bit more rubber with less workers. That'll be kind of handy. Oh, well, there's the machine gun. And there's the really... Oh, okay. So, Arts Academy building throughput increased, or political strength of capitalism. We'll take the building throughput. Now that we've got that, we can also go ahead and activate the cameras. I wanted to get that one done first, so we'll be using a whole lot more tools, admittedly, but the fine art production is going to be massively increased. And in fact, that might mean that we'll be one of the, if not the leading producer, maybe the number 2? Not in the top. Oh, established photographic art completed. Okay. What do we get in here? Tech spread for society. Oh, that'd be pretty handy. For 5 years, plus 20%. Kingdom of Heaven gets landscape photography for 5 years. Migration distraction. 25%. Or 6,000 progress tech on film. Yeah, we'll take the film. Because, again, we want to focus on speeding up the research a bit further. So what are we getting? Right, so film got a little bit in there. Anarchism is spreading. So vacuum ban. So what's in militia spreading now? It hasn't started spreading yet. Let's wait a week. Probably going to be the cranes. Or monitors. Oh, monitor. Okay, well, that's actually fine. That allows us to then start upgrading our fleets. And start, instead of making the man of wars, we can start providing more ironclads. That will be pretty good. We got a GDP of already 70 million. That's been kind of skyrocketing, actually. Because we have added in a bit more lands, but they're not really that profitable. Like, okay, this one's... okay, it's a few million there. Another 2.5, 5 million in here. Okay, so maybe it is profitable. Very much so. Overall, I'd say we've added in a decent bit of land there. How much would it... if we were to declare war on Tigray, how much would it be? It's 13.5 in for me. It's not too bad. Plus, we've got a fairly sizable army in here already, so we don't need to transport any troops from Europe anymore for these sort of conflicts. Of course, Congo is another one that we might want to do soon enough. That one would be 10 battalions. We'd have to send some more troops. I mean, we could maybe utilize the army in the Niger Delta, but that's a very small army. And we don't really have an army in here yet. So it'd probably have to be either the troops from Ethiopia go in there, or send in one of the armies from here. Oh. Okay, Britain's got a bit of a problem with some locals there. No surprises there, to be fair. So vacuum cannon is about to be completed. I hope that that's going to start spreading something really good. The vacuum cannon isn't something that we can realistically speaking, do yet, because we do not... Oh, that's a whole lot of trade routes removed. Oh, right. Austria's having a bit of a peasant revolt there. Right, do we have... okay, we're trying to export some stuff to France, or fruits to France, but that's not really profitable. Let's have a look at the balance. What do we have a lot? We've got a lot of fabric. Okay, we've got a lot of liquor. Let's try to do some export routes. Oh, we could export to the peasant revolt. I'm going to export some liquor to the French market. It's not necessarily the best. It'll do. And then also, I guess we could export some more luxury furniture. Maybe to the Chinese market. Then we're running a little bit low on convoys, so we might not want to do too much more. Oh, the dynamite is spreading. Now that is actually pretty good in the production. Go ahead and queue that one up. And then we'll focus on the society... Well, I mean, we'll focus on alternate with the tech categories again for a while. But with that, we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.